question for you is, the start date for the film looked like it was very early and several years ago. So what was the struggles or the challenges for making this film?
I think it's producing a feature film on a micro budget. I mean, we were all sort of learning as we went along. I mean, I was a good friend of Deachin's from back in Australia, and she sort of enlisted me, you know, do you want to help produce this thing? And I said, yeah, I wanted to learn how to produce. And it's like we kind of learned as we went along. And Jack Olsen, one of the other producers, put it in a really good way. It's like when you start, it's like a runaway train. You're laying the tracks down as it goes along. And I think even, you know, post-production, there's just a lot of challenges from, you know, sound design, music, color grading, all that sort of things that we sort of, I think, had to learn as we went along, and to make it feel as cinematic as possible. And I think on the budget that they've done it on, they've achieved it. It looks fantastic. So it's just, it takes a long time because you have to, you know, you're raising funds as you go along, and getting people involved that are willing to give their time, often for free, and the best people you can find, and that's kind of the biggest challenge, I think.
What drew you to the film? Was what part of the story made you think this film has to be made?
Well, I like romantic comedies, and I just said I love the idea of the fact that you've got these actors from, like, I guess, sci-fi world, even Bo, she's from Tron, and sort of putting them in this sort of mainstream sort of genre of romantic comedy. I think that's really, really cool, and I like to support my friends, and I got to learn how to, you know, help produce a film, and I felt like, you know, I think if anyone has a vision of telling a story like Anton did, he wrote it and he directed it, I really respect that and want to get on board and help out, and I had a great time.
This story is about relationships. Is there any character in here that you identify with more than another, and why?
Probably the lead character. I mean, I'm just a big nerd, and I like his his passion, and I guess I relate to his sort of struggle of you know, in the dating world, and I guess trying to impress versus just being yourself. It's something. I mean, I'm 33 now, so I kind of learn a lot. But I think growing up and being a geek, and that, I definitely relate to Fran's character a lot. Yeah.
So, if you were going to plug the film to our viewers, what would you say to plug it?
If you're a fan of Dollhouse and you love these actors, see how talented they really are, and check them out in this film, because I think what's appealing to them is the fact they get to kind of flex their muscles in a totally different sort of world that a lot of mainstream actors often get to do, and these guys are working a lot, and there's a chance for them to kind of see, I guess, a lot of the leading actors in a different universe. So yeah, I think that's the big job.